We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Sean Newcomb is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Jeff McNeil. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a slider up and in for ball 1, 1-0. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of this season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Now the 1-1 pitch. It's a fastball taken high for a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. And it's fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Inciarte's there. He's got it 1 away. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. This guy is one of the great hitters of all time. 300 batting average with 300 home runs. That is a tremendous combo. He's a fun player to watch.
So coming to the plate, Pete Alonso. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's a .333 hitter. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
That's outside.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
The 1-1 home. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
J.D. Davis the next at bat. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Comes into this one at 271. 5 homers and an even 20 RBIs. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Back goes Ozuna, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roy, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Cano waits on the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ozuna is under it, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Striding in, Michael Conforto. And the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. From the stretch. Too much tilt on that breaking ball as it misses low. Conforto, a 27-year-old who was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Ready with the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
I got 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Fouled off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. High and deep to right center. Acuna going back. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall.
I guess their scouting reports on this guy were dead on because it's already 2-0 in the early going, and they're having absolutely no trouble seeing him here. On the other side, they're very quickly looking at a game that they're going to have to fight back in.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes in with an average of 265. 3 homers, 9 driven in. 0-1 pitch on its way. That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop. Conforto stands at second with 2 gone. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And this one is gone, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 4th home run for him on the season. And the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly. Just like that, they take the lead.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
The 3-1 pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. Acuna is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they score 4 times on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left on base. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Mets out in front, 4-0. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Boy, hard to be any better than this guy was in his last start. Only allowed 1 run, and he went deep in the game, and he took a real hard, tough luck start. Let's see if the results can be any better, and if he pitches the same way he did in his last one. Tough luck loss.
At the plate, Ronald Acuna. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Acuna Jr.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, Matty, I know we're getting ready for game 2, but yesterday, man, road trip got off to a great start. They pounded the baseball, pitched, played defense. This team comes in riding high into game 2. Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
And he popped him up. And there to take this one in is Cano for the first out. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at-bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
So up steps Ozzie Albies, and as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. First offering on its way.
Ball, that's out.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Albies with a 1-1 count now. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. The 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. 1 out, nobody on. Another one sent foul. Just hung in there on that one.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. So digging in now, Jake Marisnick. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Number 16, Jake.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
Ball 1 strike.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Batting ninth.
Now in the box, Marcus Stroman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Acuna giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, number 6.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope, outside. Two balls, no strikes. Ball, that's out.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And this one misses inside. A ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
At the plate, Pete Alonso. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way.
No, that's down.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Up next to the net.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
In now, J.D. Davis, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. Ready on 0-2. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Here now the 2-2. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Back goes Ozuna at the track. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart here tonight, and these fans will not be terribly appreciative, I don't imagine, as he was pretty much dreadful in this one. Felix Hernandez enters from the pen in just the 2nd inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
Felix Hernandez.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. As Hernandez is going to jump ahead of him here with strike 1. That average pushing up near 350 now. 9 homers and 25 driven in. Ball one. Cano is in Don't You Know, a part of his New York nickname days. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 3 runs already home here. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the Mets strike for 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mets 7 and the Braves nothing. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Marcell Ozuna. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the 2nd.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Grounded down the 3rd baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marisnick is under it. 1 away.
Batting 5th.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's focus on Michael Conforto. He's definitely known for that sweet left-handed swing in the top of the order. But he's no slouch defensively as well, showing the ability to come in on baseballs, make diving catches, and throw guys out at the plate.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Takes this the other way to right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
Into the box, Dansby Swanson. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's set. Here it comes, and he gets ahead 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout.
At the plate now, Austin Riley, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Riley, a native of Tennessee. He's a second-year big leaguer. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Runners are at first and second with one away. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The next 1-2 pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field.
He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field.
Batting in, the center fielder,
Ender Inciarte will be the next to bat, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. Two men are on with two men out. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Oh, 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command, 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. The 1-2 freezes him. A strikeout looking. Two left for Atlanta. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Welcome back to Truist Park just outside Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the Mets.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. He'll be the first to greet Felix Hernandez to start the inning.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. And right into the shift. Freeman's got it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to Ramos.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Two and two to the Mets catcher. One out, nobody on. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Ahmed Rosario will be next. And that one got a piece of him.
Yeah, it was a great battle there, and he was one strike away from putting him away. As a pitcher, you hate to put a guy on for free after all that work.
Stepping in, Ahmed Rosario hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ooh, and Hernandez really overthrows this one. That'll be a wild pitch. And no advance. It's ball one. That evens it up 1-1. From the stretch. 2-1.
1 strike.
Runners on first with one down. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Long run for the right fielder, and no one will track it down. The next 3-2. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Digging in, Jake Marisnick. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
First and second now, 1 man out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. The 1-2.
Ball 2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch.
3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Stepping up to the plate, Marcus Stroman. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. The 1-1 home. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. And he's in there safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Number 6.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. One and 0 pitch on the way. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Nothing fires me up more than watching a hitter take what a pitcher gives him. Pitches away, batter's able to keep his hands inside, not try and do too much, and just force feed a single.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
This is worst case scenario for the pitcher. As the offensive player, man, smile on your face knowing you're sitting fastball right down the middle.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1.
I'm not going to lie, I thought he lost it right there. He had no feel for the baseball, missing wildly several balls in a row, but able to attack the zone right now. Let's see if he gets back into it.
And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Digging in once again, J.D. Davis. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance.
Hey, in the last at-bat when he hit that home run on an off-speed pitch, he didn't really crush it, but he certainly hit it well enough to drive it out of the ballpark.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Comes set, and the 0-1. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
The batter, number 24, second base.
Now at the plate, Robinson Cano. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Cano waits on the first pitch. Line drive, base hit to right. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
Luke Jackson is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. So now to the plate, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Wow, they went to the pen because they like the matchup. And what does he do? He walks the first guy he faces to bring in a run. So much for that strategy. Makes you wonder if they'll turn to him again next time in this situation.
Stepping in, Wilson Ramos. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Acuna is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So this already sizable lead gets even larger as 5 more runs cross the plate. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 12 and the Braves nothing. Now to the plate, Luke Jackson. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just a tick behind for a strike.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
1-2 now to the Braves pitcher.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Marisnick going back, still ranging back. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
See the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Right fielder looking up. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Ozzie Albies with a solo homer. 4th home run for him on the season, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Number 5.
Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman.
1-1.
2 2 balls and a strike to Freeman.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Davis will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 20.
Here's Marcell Ozuna.
Ozuna.
First pitch on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Mets 12 and the Braves 2. New inning set to get underway. Stepping into the box, Ahmed Rosario.
Ahmed Rosario.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Here's Jake Marisnick as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now a slider well off the plate. An easy take there.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Now a throw over to first. A runner at first with no outs here. Turned on down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 misses off the plate.
2 strikes.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Roman.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back. Stepping in now, Marcus Stroman, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
It's funny, that pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Inciarte's there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batter, number 6.
Digging in and looking for more, Jeff McNeil. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Ripped down the first base line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. 2 out with the man at first. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Boy, that's a great take right there. He might have been frozen by that pitch, but it missed by just enough to give him life in this AB.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Mets strand 1, so they're unable to add to their 12-2 lead. Bottom of the inning now. Striding into the box, Travis d'Arnaud. He reached on a single in his first try. Now here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Up next for Atlanta, the shortstop, Dansby.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. A base hit in his first trip. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. A bouncer to the left side, fielded cleanly, and that's the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin.
Digging in, Austin Riley. He flew out in his last at bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Stroman looks in. 1-1 on its way. Fly ball into straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Braves, and this one rolls on. It's 12-2. So here's Pete Alonso, and to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that, but it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Up top, it's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And it's gone as they add still another. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 7 home runs for him on the year now as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now that
into the box, J.D. Davis. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. This is line to left. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Acuna going back. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Standing in now, Michael Conforto, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And it's gone. Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as this lead got even wider. A.J. Minter gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Minter. The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
In now, Wilson Ramos. And it's fouled away. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Here now the 2-2.
Full count.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the payoff pitch home is at the knees and called strike 3.
The batter, number 1.
Striding in once again, Ahmed Rosario. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses for ball one.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. Minter has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. Jake Marisnick would be next. 2 out, nobody on. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 3-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Mets are out on top, 15-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Standing in, Ender Inciarte. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull a trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Misses, ball 2. Grounded to the right. Cano gets to it, and that's the first out.
The pitcher, number 33.
Nick Markakis will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Nick Markakis.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
The right fielder, number 13.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Stroman steps into the windup. Here's the 0-2. Two runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Popped him up. And Cano will make the catch to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. And they remain well behind. Will Smith gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Top half of the sixth about to get started. Next up for New York, Jake Marisnick. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The 0-2 delivery. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box now, Marcus Stroman. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. Comes set with the 0-1. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
So here's Jeff McNeil. Soft liner to the right side, and this will be put away easily for the out. Mets go down 1-2-3, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Stepping in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Hit softly down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Swing and a liner. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And you can see there where he ranks on the Braves team leaderboard. Currently tops on the ball club in that category. So next up will be Freddie Freeman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's in.
Now the 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Rosario brings it in. To second, there's Cano. Back to first, and Freeman's gone as well. It's a double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First offering on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run, and no one will track it down.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Braves go down without a whimper here. And as you can see, they are way behind. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Pete Alonso trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
Looks like he's pitching pretty cautiously right here, but that happens when a guy's 3 for 3 on the day. Usually he's a guy you challenge a little bit more, but I guess he's earned some respect in this one.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. Here's the pitch. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Inciarte's there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, left fielder, J.D.
So striding forward now, J.D. Davis. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now the pitch. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. Now at the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. This guy's throwing a gem so far. Biggest key, 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. Nothing in 2 now.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is going to get foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Davis is going to have room, however, as he makes the catch in deep left center field for the first out.
Dansby. Swanson.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Dansby Swanson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him.
And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin Riley.
To the plate now, Austin Riley. Fouled away. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta.
1 and 2.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Rosario's got it, and there's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 11, Enter.
Ready for another chance? Ender Inciarte. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Atlanta, and they remain well behind. Stepping up now, Michael Conforto. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Matty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
He's set and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Back outside.
Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
The catcher, number 40.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Digging in now, Wilson Ramos. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Chopped to third. Tough to get to. Over to Albies. Now over to Freddie, and it's a double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So base is empty now after the double play. And stepping up as the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
The center fielder, number 16, Jake Marisnik.
Stepping in now, Jake Marisnik. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Mets leave 1, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Tyler Flowers will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Base hit into right center.
The right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Acuna digs in now. Lined hard to the left side, but foul. Nobody out, runner on first. This one's down to third. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
The second baseman, Albies.
Digging in, Ozzie Albies. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Hit sharply on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So that'll extend the inning and let Freddie Freeman come to the plate. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Braves go down quietly. And as you can see, they are way behind. Shane Green enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 19, Shane Green.
Brandon Nimmo will try to get his club a little ninth inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Fouled off. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Into the box, Jeff McNeil, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. 0-1, here's the pitch. Fastball laid off well below the knees. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Hit hard but foul. Two, here it is. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone. Pete Alonso is on deck. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. Home run number 5 on the year as the blowout continues.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Standing in now, Pete Alonso. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. One out, nobody on. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Here now the 2-2. Weak grounder down the first baseline. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. The throw into second. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
In now, J.D. Davis, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. A bouncer to the left side. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. So here's the cleanup hitter, Robinson Cano. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Cano waiting on the 0-1. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Looking up is Inciarte, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A 2-run shot here for Robinson Cano. Number 10 for him on the year as they just continue to pour it on here. Darren O'Day comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Darren O'Day. The right fielder.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The 0-1 pitch.
Nope.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here's another 1-2.
That's a ball.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. One more shot coming up will go to the bottom of the 9th. The Mets lead it 18-2. Justin Wilson, a 6-foot 2-inch left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill. Coming to the plate now, Freddie Freeman starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Wilson is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Freddie Freeman is sent packing for the first out in the bottom of the 9th. To the plate now, Marcell Ozuna. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. Oh, 0-2, here it comes. Popped him up. McNeil is there. 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, the catcher,
Settling in now, Travis d'Arnaud. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Here it comes on 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Travis d'Arnaud with an even 2-2 count now. Final strike for the Braves. Now a flare out toward right center. Right fielder coming on. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 3rd home run for him on the year, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit. So now to the plate, Austin Riley. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball one. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both.
Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. He's got it, and the Mets have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
18-4 the final tonight. The New York Mets put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Marcus Stroman takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Sean Newcomb was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 16 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Truist Park, 41,500. The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.